The Brewers have not lost a game to these White Sox since the 2021 season. They have an opportunity to continue, win 8 straight games against the White Sox, and more importantly, pick up a series win.
White Sox starter Shane Smith has gone from Rule 5 pick to rotation standby for the White Sox. They snapped him up from the Milwaukee Brewers in the offseason and have seen nothing but positive effects. Shane has been great and will go against his old team, the Milwaukee Brewers, here at Wright Field.
Well, I think when you go against the team that let you go, I think there certainly is a lot of motivation, and it's not that he needs any. He's a pretty intense fellow, and he's really shown it to each and every team he's faced. I think they're going to be surprised at the stuff they see, because the guy who's on the mound in a White Sox uniform tonight is not the same guy that was with the Brewers last year.
Isaac Collins will lead off for the Crew, as Terang was a late scratch.
Collins down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Collins around first. He's headed for second. He's there. A leadoff wrong way double for Isaac Collins.
Good start for the Crew here against Shane Smith, as Jackson Chourio climbs into the box.
And a slow roller hit towards second base. They'll get the out at first. Over to third goes Collins. An effective AB for Jackson Chourio to get a runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Yelich, the DH, hitting .231 on the year, 5 home runs, 23 driven in.
You can live with a ground ball if it's at somebody. You would prefer to have no contact whatsoever, and that means looking for a strikeout.
Swing and a miss. Shane Smith gets the former MVP Yelich.
His first strikeout of the night, and there's 2 away now. It'll be up to William Contreras.
Ground ball right side, base hit, 1-0 Milwaukee. Does it as well as anybody in Major League Baseball. William Contreras taking some out of his swing, pokes one to right, and the Brewers cash in with 2 away.
And they pick up right where they left off last night.
So now Contreras at first, and 2 outs for Sal Frelick.
And he drives one into right center field, and it is going to be trapped.
Contreras was jogging thinking he caught it, so Contreras will have to stop at third. Into second goes Frelick. It looked like he closed and caught it at the last second, but he did not. Second and third and 2 outs.
Hoskins on the ground to third. It's a fair ball, and it eats up Workman over at third base, and it turns into another run for the Brewers. Well, that catch, no catch, leads to another run for Milwaukee, taking advantage against Smith in this opening inning.
And the Brewers with a little bit of everything so far here in this first inning, and a chance to have an even bigger inning with Bowers coming to the plate.
And that's ball 4. Laid off that changeup.
And the bases are loaded for Joey Ortiz.
Swing and a high fly ball out in the left. It's deep, and Benintendi, though, will make the catch. Didn't quite reach the warning track. So Shane Smith gives up 2. One of those runs unearned.
Tobias went 4 innings against San Francisco earlier on this road trip. Gave up a couple of runs, 4 walks.
3-2. Palacios takes low. That's a nice leadoff walk. And that'll bring up Robert. Robert hit a first inning homer last night.
Myers brings home the 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. Struck him out with a slider down below the zone. And there's 1 away for Andrew Benintendi.
Now Benintendi hits a drive into right. It will be caught by Frelick.
2-0 Brewers here, bottom of the first inning, 1 on and 2 away. Vaughn with a base hit in the first inning of last night's game, 1 for 4.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
2 Ks in the first for Myers. Vargas rolls into center. That's a base hit. So he's hitting 7 straight games. That's a good start. First hit for the Sox. Here's Matt Dice. It's outside, ball 4, and the first 2 have reached, and that'll bring up Lenyn Sosa.
Sosa on a line, and that one's going to drop in front of Chourio. They're going to wave in the runner. Miguel Vargas, he will score. And the White Sox on the board. RBI single for Lenyn Sosa. Cuts the lead down to 1.
First and third, nobody out. The batter is Brooks Baldwin.
And that one misses. Ball 4. Bases loaded.
Second walk of the inning. Third walk for Myers already. So the bases are loaded for Gage Workman.
There's strike 3 called. Fastball on the outside corner. Myers gets out number 1.
So now the key at bat belongs to Joshua Palacios with 1 out.
Top of the order is Joshua Palacios, and that one hit him. So a run will score, and we are tied at 2 apiece here in the second inning.
Painful way to get a run batted in. RBI number 4 and a tie game.
Robert Jr., a huge opportunity. Bases loaded, 1 out.
And a ground ball to short. Ortiz to Collins. That's 1 to first. A double play.
Myers able to minimize the damage, and the Brewers get out of it with the game still tied at 2.
Starter still out there after 3 laborious innings for the White Sox.
And there's one off the end of the bat and dumps it into left field for a base hit for Joey Ortiz. And now the ball gets away, and Ortiz trying to get to second base. Here comes the throw. It's high. And Ortiz with a hustle play to get into second.
But it's going to be a single and then an E7 to get Ortiz at second with nobody out. Durbin grounded out his first time up. No bunt line drive, base hit right field, opposite way to third. Ortiz. They'll hold him up there. Palacios, the right fielder, got to it quickly. It's a single by Caleb Durbin, and the Brewers have him on the corners with nobody out. So in a 2-2 game, first and third for Vinny Capra.
Runner started and stopped. Capra drives one into the gap in left center field. Roberts on the move. He makes the catch. Tagging and scoring will be Joey Ortiz. It's a sac fly for Vinny Capra.
The Brewers are back in front. It is 3-2 in the fourth inning. Now here comes Jackson Churio with one out.
Snap throw to first. Got a chance. Got him. What a throw from Theis as he picks off Durbin.
Madden loads this one very quickly. The secondary lead and hung out to dry. Nice tag by Vargas, and Durbin comes off the bag.
A 1-2. Churio swings and misses.
Just like that, the inning is over.
Base hit for Luis Robert Jr. And a man at first with two down now for Benintendi.
There he goes. Up and out of the zone. And no shot for Contreras. 12th stolen base for Luis Robert Jr.
3-2 on Benintendi. The pitch fouled right at home plate. And is this catcher's interference?
Yes.
Can you believe it? So it finally happened. Well, that kind of acquits the White Sox and Benintendi that it happened the last time. So first and second, we've got a pitching change coming.
And that brings out Grant Anderson.
Faces Andrew Vaughn.
Swinging a base hit to right. Robert around third. Frelick's throw's going to go to third. Run scores. Benintendi is tagged out. The run will count. Robert did what you have to do. He ran hard the whole way. And about a half second later, Benintendi was tagged out to end the inning. Base hit for Vargas. He's 2 for 3.
Another tight ball game. The White Sox find themselves in here tonight, trying to figure out how to get over the hump and win these close games. Theis is 0 for 1 tonight.
Down and in, ball 4. Second walk taken by Matt. Single and a walk to lead off the inning.
Nick Mears take over, inherit 2 of his runners. He's inherited 10 runners already this year, has Mears. 5 have scored. Hacking away and a fly ball to left, right in the tracks of Bowers, who makes the catch. 1 away. That is a huge first down on just 1 pitch from Mears.
As Brooks Baldwin tries to give the White Sox the lead here in the 6th inning.
That's a line drive and caught by Capra. They go to second for 1 to first. It's a double play. They trapped it initially. It goes 4-6-3 on the double play, and the Brewers get out of it.
And there's 2 away here in the 7th inning, as Wilson has retired the first 5 he has faced since coming on in the 6th inning.
Here comes Boozer to face Yelich.
Swinging a chop toward right. Surrounded by Sosa, and he'll throw to Dahlbeck.
We're going to the bottom of the 7th.
Second hit tonight for Robert Jr.
And there is a go-ahead run at first.
Luis Robert Jr., he is a huge stolen base threat as Benintendi comes up.
Got a big lead. There he goes. Throw to second by Contreras on the bag. Yes! Got him. Perfect throw from Contreras. He got rid of it in a flash.
And now the Brewers have him on the corners for Rhys Hoskins with nobody out.
And he draws a walk. Heck of an AB from Rhys Hoskins to load the bases with nobody out.
And he gives you a great at bat here in the 8th inning to load the bases for Bowers.
Bowers into the gap in right center. That could score everybody. It hits off the wall. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in. Hoskins is held. The Brewers take the lead on the double by Bowers. Ground ball sharply hit. They're going to come home. The throw is wide. Hoskins slides. He's out.
So now runners on the corners and 1 away for Caleb Durbin as Ortiz at first on a fielder's choice.
Swing and a fly ball out to right. See if they test Taylor. He's got the catch. Here comes Bowers to the plate. Safe. Sac fly, Caleb Durbin. Vinny Capra.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. But the Brewers get 3 big ones and lead 6-3.
Up and moving up 90 feet is Benintendi on a wild pitch.
Here's Miguel Vargas.
It's this one hard. He'll pick up his 3rd hit as Benintendi, they're going to wave him in. The throw goes to second, and the White Sox score here in the 8th as they trail by 2. So the tying run reaches first.
And this thing's getting interesting here in the bottom of the ninth. McGill versus Andrew Vaughn.
Ground ball, second base. Vinny Capra has it. He throws to first. Ball game over. Trevor McGill picks up the save, and the Brewers can go for a sweep tomorrow afternoon on the south side.